If you're over 60, listen closely, because the nuts you choose every single day can either support your energy, your heart, your joints, and your brain, or quietly work against you. And most people have no idea that some of the nuts they snack on are causing inflammation, digestive strain, and even blood sugar spikes. Today, I'm going to break this down clearly so you can make smart decisions that protect your long-term health. I'm Dr. Mandell, and my goal is always simple: help you feel stronger, move better, and stay vibrant as you age. And this message matters more than most people realize, because after 50, and especially after 60, the body doesn't respond to foods the way it used to. What once felt normal can suddenly start triggering bloating, fatigue, joint stiffness, or changes in weight. That means your choices matter more than ever. Now, before I reveal the nuts you should never touch, and the ones you absolutely must include, let's talk about what actually happens in the body after age 50 and why the wrong nuts can make things worse. As we get older, metabolism slows down naturally. The digestive system becomes more sensitive. The pancreas may produce enzymes less efficiently, and the gut lining becomes more vulnerable to irritation. On top of that, the immune system becomes more reactive to inflammatory foods. That's why things like stiffness in the morning, sluggishness after eating, or unpredictable digestive issues become more common. And here's something people often overlook: nuts are dense foods. They're tiny, but they're packed with fats, proteins, and in some cases anti-nutrients. When your digestion is strong, your body handles this well. But when you're past 60, your body may have a harder time processing certain types of fats or breaking down nuts with tough shells, skins, or high levels of compounds like oxalates or lectins. This is where the difference between good nuts and problematic nuts becomes important, because some nuts actively calm inflammation, help balance blood sugar, and support your heart. Others do the exact opposite. They irritate the gut, raise inflammatory markers, and make it harder to maintain a healthy weight. But before we dive into specifics, I want you to understand something essential: food timing matters too. If you're over 60 and you're eating nuts late at night, when digestion slows dramatically, your body may struggle to break them down. This leads to acid buildup, gas, or heaviness that can interrupt sleep. On the other hand, you too, eating nuts earlier in the day, especially in the morning or early afternoon, gives your digestive system time to handle the fats and fibers efficiently. And lifestyle matters just as much. Staying hydrated helps the body move fiber through the intestines. Gentle walking after meals reduces pressure on the stomach. Even simple breathing exercises calm the nervous system, allowing your digestive tract to function better. These small habits can make the difference between nuts being your friend or becoming your enemy. Now, here's where most people get confused. You might hear nuts are healthy, eat more nuts. And yes, many nuts provide healthy fats, minerals, and antioxidants. But that doesn't mean all nuts are ideal for your body at your age. What's considered healthy for a 25-year-old athlete may not sit well for someone who's 60 trying to manage inflammation, cholesterol, or blood sugar. So in this series, I'm going to help you understand exactly which nuts support your body after 60, helping you stay active, sharp, and energized, and which ones you should stay far away from because they cause more harm than good. In this first part, I want to set the foundation so everything makes sense when I reveal the specific nuts in the next part. When you're over 60, the goal isn't just eating healthy, it's eating smart. It's choosing foods that work with your biology, not against it. So stay with me, because once you understand this, your snack choices will become one of the easiest ways to support your long-term health. Now let's start getting into the nuts that can quietly work against you if you're over 60. And remember, this isn't about fear, it's about awareness, so you can make choices that actually support your body instead of stressing it. The first thing I want you to understand is that some nuts contain compounds that make digestion harder as we age. Your stomach acid isn't as strong, your enzyme production naturally decreases, and your liver handles fats more slowly. When you eat nuts that require a lot of processing, your body has to work overtime. That extra stress can show up as bloating, gas, discomfort, fatigue, or simply feeling heavy after a meal. And here's something important. Many nuts sold in stores are roasted at high temperatures. That roasting process can oxidize the healthy fats inside the nuts. Oxidized fats create inflammation in the body, and inflammation is the root of most of the challenges people face after 6 out of 8 joint issues, heart problems, weight gain, and slowed healing. This is why I always tell patients it's not just what you eat, it's how it's prepared. A nut that's healthy in its raw form can become problematic when it's over-roasted, salted, flavored, or coated in oils. So let's start with the first of the 4 nuts you should avoid or greatly limit if you're past 60. Number 1, peanuts. Now yes, peanuts are popular, inexpensive, and easy to snack on, but peanuts aren't actually nuts, they're legumes. And legumes have higher levels of lectins and molds that can irritate the digestive tract. Many people don't realize that peanuts are one of the highest risk foods for mold contamination, especially aflatoxins. Even small amounts of these toxins can increase inflammation throughout the body, and when you're over 60, you don't want anything that increases inflammation. Your joints already need more care. Your blood vessels already need more support. Your heart needs less internal stress, not more. Peanuts, especially roasted ones or peanut butter with added oils and sugar, can work against all of that. I'm not saying you can never have a peanut again, but if you struggle with joint discomfort, digestive issues, or feeling sluggish after eating peanuts, your body is sending you a message. Number 2, cashews. Now, cashews taste great. They're creamy smooth and used in tons of recipes. But cashews are high in oxalates. Oxalates can irritate the gut and, in many cases, contribute to the formation of kidney stones, something that becomes more common after 60. On top of that, cashews are one of the harder nuts to digest because of their starch content. Many people find that cashews leave them feeling heavy, bloated, or uncomfortable. If your digestive system is a little slower, cashews can sit in your stomach longer than they should. And remember, your body doesn't move food as efficiently as it once did. You want foods that digest smoothly, not foods that linger and cause discomfort. Now let's go to number 3, and this surprises a lot of people, macadamia nuts. Now, macadamia nuts are healthy in some ways. They're high in monounsaturated fats, and that's great for the heart. But when you're over 60, the problem isn't the type of fat, it's the amount of fat. Macadamias are extremely dense in fat and calories. If your metabolism has slowed, even a small handful can add up quickly. I've seen many patients say, I only had a few macadamias, but then they can't figure out why their weight creeps up or why they feel tired after eating them. When digestion slows, heavy fats can make you sluggish. Your gallbladder and liver have to work harder to break down dense fats, and at this age, you want to lighten the load, not add to it. And finally, number 4, Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are famous for containing selenium, which the body needs, but too much selenium becomes toxic, and Brazil nuts vary wildly in selenium levels. Some have small amounts. Others have extremely high amounts. That means if you're over 60 and you're eating these regularly, you could be unknowingly taking in far more selenium than your body can handle. Excess selenium can lead to fatigue, digestive issues, and even hair or nail problems. 1 or 2 Brazil nuts once in a while is fine. But eating them daily can push your levels too high without you realizing it. So these are the 4 nuts that often create hidden problems for people over 60. Again, this doesn't mean you must avoid them forever, but you should be mindful, especially if you notice digestive reactions, stiffness, or changes in energy. In the next part, we'll go into the 4 nuts you should eat regularly, because these support your brain, your joints, your heart, and your metabolism in powerful ways. Now that we've talked about the nuts you should limit or avoid after 60, let's shift toward the good news, because there are nuts that truly work with your body, support your long-term health, and give you the strength and stability you need as you age. These are the nuts I always recommend to my patients. And when you make them part of your routine, you'll notice more steady energy, smoother digestion, calmer joints, and better mental clarity. Let's go through the 4 nuts you must include in your diet if you're over 60. Number 1, walnuts. Walnuts are what I call brain food, but they're also one of the best nuts for the heart. They contain high amounts of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. These help calm inflammation throughout the body, support brain function, and keep blood vessels flexible. And when you're over 60, flexibility at the cellular level is everything. Your heart, your brain, your arteries, your joints, they all depend on reduced inflammation. Walnuts help support that. Walnuts also digest more gently compared to many other nuts. They don't overload your liver or your digestive system, and they offer minerals like magnesium that help calm the nervous system. Even just a small handful a few times a week can make a noticeable difference in how you feel. Number 2, almonds. Almonds are fantastic for people over 60 because they're loaded with vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps protect the cells from damage. As we age, oxidative stress increases. Your cells need protection from free radicals, and almonds provide that shield. Almonds also help support balanced blood sugar because of their fiber and healthy fats. After 60, your body doesn't always process sugars the way it used to. A small serving of almonds can help stabilize energy levels and keep you full longer, making it easier to avoid unnecessary snacking. I want you to. And here's something many people don't know: soaking almonds for a few hours before eating them can make them even easier on the digestive system. This softens their outer layer and helps your stomach break them down more efficiently. Number 3, pistachios. Pistachios are one of the most nutrient-dense nuts you can eat. They're high in protein, fiber, minerals, and antioxidants. But here's the real benefit. They help support healthy circulation. Pistachios naturally support the body's ability to maintain healthy blood flow, which is essential for heart health and overall vitality as you get older. They also support gut health. Pistachios act like a prebiotic, feeding the beneficial bacteria in your digestive system. When your gut is balanced, everything else works better: your digestion, your immunity, your energy levels. And because pistachios are lower in calories compared to many other nuts, they're easier to fit into your daily routine without worrying about weight gain. Number 4, hazelnuts. Hazelnuts often fly under the radar, but they're one of the best nuts you can choose if you're over 60. They're rich in healthy fats, manganese, copper, and antioxidants that support your heart, your nervous system, and your bones. Hazelnuts are especially good for maintaining steady energy. They digest smoothly, they don't spike blood sugar, and they contain compounds that help support brain function over time. As you age, You want foods that give you long-lasting energy without stressing your digestive system. And hazelnuts do exactly that. Now here's something important when you include these nuts in your diet. The timing matters. Eating a small handful in the morning or early afternoon is ideal. Your digestive system is more active earlier in the day, so you process the fats more efficiently and you avoid that heavy feeling that can happen when nuts are eaten at night. And remember, portion control is key. A small handful is enough. Nuts are powerful foods. You don't need a large amount to get the benefits. What matters is consistency, not quantity. When you choose the right nuts, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and hazelnuts, you're choosing foods that support smooth digestion, steady energy, and strong heart health. These are foods that nourish you from the inside out. In the next part, we'll bring everything together. I'll show you how to fit all of this into your daily routine, how to avoid the most common mistakes, and how to use nuts in a way that gives your body strength rather than stress. Now that you know which nuts to avoid and which ones to include, let's talk about how to use this information in your daily life. Because knowledge is powerful, but only when you turn it into habits that support your long-term health. At this stage of life, the goal isn't just to eat healthy. It's to work with your body's natural rhythm so you feel lighter, more energized, and more stable each day. The first thing I want you to focus on is timing. Timing becomes more important as digestion slows with age. When you were younger, your body could handle late-night snacks without much trouble. But after 60, eating nuts late at night can create heaviness, indigestion, or restlessness that interrupts your sleep. Your digestive system slows dramatically in the evening. The stomach becomes less active, enzyme production drops, and the movement of food through the intestines becomes much slower. If you eat nuts at that time, especially dense ones, it forces your system to work when it's trying to wind down. That's why you might feel discomfort, bloating, or an unsettled stomach. To avoid this, aim to eat nuts in the morning or early afternoon. This is when your body is most capable of breaking down fats and fibers effectively. Having a handful of walnuts or pistachios around mid-morning gives you stable energy. Eating almonds early in the day helps keep your blood sugar steady. And including nuts with breakfast can help reduce cravings later on. Next, let's talk about hydration. Nuts contain fiber, good fiber, but fiber needs water to move smoothly through the digestive system. If you're dehydrated, that fiber can sit in your gut, creating dryness and slowing movement. That's when people feel constipated, bloated, or uncomfortable after eating nuts. A simple habit makes all the difference. Have a glass of water 10 to 15 minutes before eating nuts. Not during, not after, before. This primes the digestive system, softens the pathway, and allows the fiber to move smoothly. Now I want to talk about something many people overlook: stress and digestion. When you're stressed, you activate something called the sympathetic nervous system. This system prepares your body for fight or flight. It does not prepare you for digestion. When the sympathetic system kicks in, stomach acid decreases, enzyme production drops, and blood flow to the digestive tract is reduced. This means even the best nuts can feel heavy or difficult to digest if you eat them while stressed or rushed. Take a moment to breathe before eating. Slow, gentle breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest mode. Just 20 seconds of relaxed breathing can help your body handle food much more comfortably. Let's move on to portion sizes. Are wonderful, but they're concentrated. A little goes a long way. If you're over 60, your metabolism isn't as fast as it used to be. Eating large quantities of nuts, especially high fat ones, can cause digestive strain and unnecessary calorie load. The ideal amount is a small handful, not a bowl, not a bag, about 8-12 almonds. 1 tablespoon of walnuts, a small cluster of pistachios, or a few hazelnuts. That's all you need for real nutritional benefit. Now here's a helpful routine many of my patients follow. Rotate your nuts throughout the week. Your body benefits from different nutrients on different days. For example, walnuts on Monday and Thursday, almonds on Tuesday, pistachios on Wednesday, and Saturday, hazelnuts on Friday. This prevents digestive fatigue and gives your body a balance of minerals and antioxidants through the week. Another important point: choose raw or lightly roasted nuts whenever possible. Deep roasting damages fats. Flavored nuts add unnecessary oils, sugars, and chemicals. Stick to simple, natural versions. Your body prefers foods that come in their cleanest form. Finally, listen to your body. If a nut makes you feel heavy, bloated, or uncomfortable, even if it's considered healthy, that's your body communicating with you. Your system is unique. Your history, digestion, and metabolism are different from anyone else's. Pay attention to your body's signals. They will guide you better than any label or trend. In the next part, we'll bring everything to a close. I'll summarize the main points, give you a simple daily routine you can follow, and share how these choices can support your energy, clarity, and long-term well-being. Now that we've covered the nuts you should avoid, the ones you should eat, and how to use them in your daily routine, let's bring everything together in a simple, practical way. Because the real goal here is to help you feel stronger, lighter, and more energized, not just for a week, but for the years ahead. And making the right choices now can create a huge difference in how you age. When you reach your 60s, Your body becomes more sensitive, your digestion changes, your metabolism slows, your cells need more support. But the beautiful thing is that small dietary habits can create powerful improvements. Nuts are one of those habits, tiny foods with big impact. And when you pick the right ones, everything from your energy to your joint comfort to your mental clarity can improve. So let's take all the information we've talked about and simplify it into a daily rhythm that anyone can follow. Start your morning with hydration. Your body has been fasting all night, and your digestive system is waking up slowly. A glass of water first thing in the morning prepares your stomach and intestines to handle nutrients smoothly. It also helps your body clear out waste from the previous day. After hydration, give your body a few minutes, stretch, breathe, or walk lightly to activate your circulation. Now think about when to include nuts. Earlier is better. Mid-morning or lunchtime is ideal. This is when your digestive enzymes are stronger, your metabolism is more active, and your system is ready to process healthy fats. A small handful of walnuts, almonds, pistachios, or hazelnuts can give you steady energy through the afternoon. You don't need a big serving, just enough to fuel your cells without overwhelming your digestion. Make sure you rotate your nuts throughout the week. Your body thrives on variety. Different nuts give you different antioxidants, minerals, and fatty acids. Rotating prevents fatigue in the digestive system and keeps your nutrition balanced. Think of it like giving your body little boosts of different nutrients each day. And as important as choosing the right nuts is choosing the right form. Raw or lightly roasted is best. Avoid nuts coated in oils, sugars, or artificial flavors. Your body works best with clean, simple foods. Heavy coatings only add stress to the digestive organs and introduce unnecessary ingredients that don't support your long-term health. Let's also talk about mindfulness. It's easy to snack without thinking, especially when nuts taste good. But when you're over 60, mindless eating can lead to discomfort. Slow down. Chew well. Give your digestive system a chance to do its job without rushing. The simple act of eating calmly can make nuts feel lighter and easier on your stomach. Avoid eating nuts late at night. Your body needs rest at that time, not work. Moving nuts earlier in the day can help you sleep more comfortably and avoid nighttime indigestion. Even small changes like this can make your nights more restful and your mornings more refreshed. And don't forget lifestyle, the choices outside the kitchen. Gentle walking, stretching, staying hydrated, and managing stress all influence how your body digests food. When your nervous system is calmer, your digestion improves. When you move your body daily, your metabolism stays more active. When you stay hydrated, your intestines work more efficiently. All these small habits work together. Now let's zoom out for a moment. Why does all this matter? Because after 60, every choice you make either supports inflammation or reduces it. It either strengthens your cells or stresses them. Nuts can be one of the easiest ways to make a positive change if you choose the ones that help, not the ones that harm. The 4 nuts to avoid: peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and Brazil nuts often create hidden struggles for digestion, inflammation, and energy. The 4 nuts to include: walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and hazelnuts support your heart, brain, joints, and overall vitality. And your job is simple: choose wisely, eat mindfully, stay consistent. Take these habits one step at a time. Start by adding one beneficial nut to your routine. Then gradually rotate them. Pay attention to how your body responds. You'll notice the difference: steadier energy, clearer thinking, better digestion, and more comfort in your joints. Your health is built on daily decisions, not dramatic changes. And when you give your body the right fuel, especially after 60, it rewards you with strength, clarity, and stability. I'm always here to guide you, helping you stay strong, balanced, and moving toward your best days ahead. Keep making smart choices, keep listening to your body, and keep taking care of yourself. You deserve to feel good, and these small steps will support you every single day.